What's up, guys? Smoking Drew here. We're here at Ochoa's Chorizo here in Santa Ana, California, the beautiful county of Orange. As you can tell by the sign there, it says El Mejor Chorizo in Orange County. This stuff is critically acclaimed. I have family that comes down all the way from Texas, from Sacramento even, buys $300 worth of this stuff at a time. This stuff is as authentic as it gets. None of that gabacho chorizo that you get at any of the markets. This is, again, as authentic as it gets. We're gonna take you inside and show you the products. They were nice enough to let us in. Today we're gonna be making some queso fundido, maybe some even smash burgers tomorrow. So let's head inside. All right, guys, so they were nice enough to let us come in and record some of the product they have. Here's some, you don't see this every day, some green chorizo. That's obviously medium level. We got their spiciest down here. Medium pork, ground up. There's some stuff for beef jerky. There's some non-spicy pork. Go. All right, guys. So like I said earlier, this is a real authentic chorizo here. Nothing like you get at the supermarkets. This is actually wrapped in intestines for better flavor. My mom, she's a little shy over here. She's not gonna come out, but she's gonna make us some handmade tortillas today. Also, use any kind of cheese you want. We're gonna go with Monterey Jack today. You could get Oaxaca. That's a little expensive with inflation and all that. Here we got some onions, serranos that we're gonna throw in there too. We get started right now. Okay, guys, so to avoid any cuts, any crying of the onions, we have this little apparatus here that's just gonna make cutting all these little vegetables up a little bit easier. Dale. Bam, in less than 15 seconds, all that is done. All right, guys, so before we start cooking this, you obviously want to cut off this intestine. And this is just like ground sausage. It's gonna go right in, just start cooking. All right, guys, so when you get as much chorizo as you want in there, you obviously want to start chopping it up with your spoon. If you have a non-Teflon pan, probably get a plastic spoon, but we're good right here with this large cast iron skillet. It's just a good little chop up. And then you just let the cast iron do its job. All right, guys, so now we have our chorizo like finally ground up. Now we're gonna take those serranos and those onions that we finally chopped here, throw that in there too. Make sure you're obviously wearing gloves with this or you're using a spoon. You don't want to be touching your eyes with all those hot peppers. What happened? Oh no, I just out of battery. Did it just stop? It just stopped by itself. How did you get that pin? All right, guys, so after about 20 minutes of cooking, you want this look to it. As you saw when we first put it in, you know, it had that pinkish color. Now you get this nice brown caramelized color. And now we're gonna throw the cheese in there. So you just throw it little by little. And just make sure you mix it up so that all that chorizo in there mixes up. Give it a good little mixture. Make sure that's all mezclado in there, whatever you want to call it. That's a good mix right there. Start putting some more of that in there. Give it another little mix. And then don't worry about this. The cheese will melt. Most likely won't fall out after we throw it into the Traeger. Give it another little mix right there. And then, so that's good enough mix, and the rest of it, we're just gonna wanna top it off. All right, that's a perfect level right there. You don't wanna go too high because I'm going back on what I said at first. It might spill out, so that's a good little level, just maybe like a pinky's worth. Keep it under the top level of the skillet. And we're gonna go throw this in the smoker. All right, guys, so while we're doing all that cooking in there, we had the Traeger preheating. It's ready now at a temperature about 180. We cranked it up to 350 because that's what you want this cheese to be cooking at. And all you're gonna do, throw the cast iron in there, close the lid, the Traeger's gonna do his job. That's the whole deal, set it and forget it. Guys, so here, we're gonna start doing the homemade tortillas. I have my little helper here. Say hi, Haley. Hi. Yep. Go ahead, Mama. Here we have some already. And of course, when they start bubbling up like this, you know you got yourself a successful tortilla. Good job, mama. So again, when your tortillas start doing this, get a little bubbled up, you know you got yourself a nice, fine, successful tortilla. Good job, mama. All right, guys, so we're about 15 minutes in. We're gonna come check on the cheese. We are almost there, not quite yet. We wanna get that little brown edge around the edges of the skillet, but we're looking good so far. Maybe another 5-10 minutes. We're gonna come back and check on it. We're damn near there. It's gonna be the best part of the meal. Here's when the tortillas first go on, when they get smashed down. Right here by my beautiful daughter. There you go, perfect for Haley. We just got the different levels here. We're gonna flip this one around, beautiful. And again, this is what you want. And that means that they're completely done. We get little hiccups here and there. We're all good though. So here we're starting them out young.
Here, get this one. Put it here. No, right here in the middle. Now put this one there. Okay.
Beautiful, mama, beautiful.
I'm cooking.
All right, guys. So now we're back out here at the Traeger. We have the choriqueso / queso fundido, whatever you want to call it. It's been in here for about 20 minutes at about 300 degrees. We're gonna open this up now. We haven't touched it since we put it in. We're gonna open this up now and see what we got. Make sure, please, that you grab something to grab this with. This cast iron is steaming hot. All right, guys, here you see we have the finished product. You definitely want to let this cool down. See all this bubbling right here. We're gonna get this with some tortillas. We'll be all good.
You want to get in there?
Get in there.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta get in there for that money shot right here. My cameraman's still learning. Sorry, guys. Thank you. And definitely want to let this cool down. You don't want to burn the top of your mouth off. Good. All right, guys, so this obviously generally is an appetizer. Want to grab a little spoonful of this here. Make sure we're not gonna get any of that onto the cazuela here, onto the comal, excuse me. Gonna grab your tortilla. Beautiful right there. Now me, I'm generally gonna add a little bit of salsa on here. Thumbs up, mama, good? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that notification button. Please share, like, whatever it is, subscribe. This is our first dish right here, the money more to come. Thanks for watching, guys.